So you are looking for work and you are collaborating with a recruiter to help you find the best job for you. But how do you know if they have your best interest at heart? Today, I'm going to give you some telltale signs that you might be working with a bad recruiter. Let me start off by saying that the majority of recruiters are great and that there are exceptional recruiters out there. But just like anything, you can encounter situations and people that aren't always what you wished for or expected. If this is your first time working with a recruiter, well, there are signs that you can look out for that can tell you if you are working with a bad recruiter. Now, just because one recruiter is bad in a company doesn't mean that all the other recruiters are too. Also, just a little reminder, you also have the option to say no. You can move on, look for another company, look for another recruiter. So just remember that. So here are some telltale signs that you might be working with a bad recruiter. Number 1, bad recruiters do not care if you get the job or not. Most recruiters genuinely care about their candidates and will actually try to build a relationship with them. They really should want to help you as much as they can to succeed. However, a bad recruiter could just be more concerned about getting the job done as opposed to doing a good job, as opposed to caring about the job itself. A less skilled recruiter will simply throw as many resumes as they can at their client in the hopes that one of them will stick. Simply put, as long as one of their clients gets the job, they get their commission. Number 2, doesn't have time to help you. A good recruiter will want to give you the time and attention that you need to succeed in your job search. They can actually give you really useful pointers and not just generic information like show up on time and ask good questions. If a recruiter is too busy for you, then that can actually become an issue. A good recruiter will actually coach their clients, and if they don't have the time to do it, they will probably assign somebody else in their company to help. Ultimately, they should give you as much support as they can to help you succeed at the job. Number 3, ask you standard questions without trying to connect. Good recruiters will ask you questions about your experience and your career path. What do you want to do next? What are your goals? And of course, what do you expect from the company and the job? Well, as a bad recruiter will ask you very few questions and show little interest in who you are. Furthermore, they should actually know a lot about you before they even call you. Your resume, LinkedIn profile should actually give them plenty of information before they take the time to meet you. Number 4, doesn't listen to you. A good recruiter, of course, will take their time and really listen to you and take notes. A bad recruiter may talk over you, forget any information that you had given them in a previous conversation, and simply put, they can make you feel devalued. A recruiter has to earn your trust. Number 5, doesn't send you a rejection letter or any feedback. Just because you've been rejected from a job, it doesn't mean that they should just stop communicating with you. They should really find a way to turn rejection into a relationship, because there could be other jobs out there for you. So letting you know that you got rejected and why, and especially giving you feedback on how to improve for your next opportunity is really important. Number 6, respect your expectations. To really understand a candidate means that they need to put themselves in your shoes. So obviously, a recruiter who doesn't listen to you and your expectations could be an issue. However, if you do have high expectations, then they should be able to explain that to you and why. Ultimately, the recruiters are here to find a job that best suits you and, of course, the employer. Number 7, doesn't check in. A good recruiter should keep you informed throughout the process. After all, they are the middleman. If you go several days without hearing from the recruiter and they may not return your calls or emails, well, that could be a concern. Of course, be reasonable, because emails can be missed and human error does occur. So don't jump to conclusions. But in the end, a good recruiter will keep you up to date and keep you informed. Number 8, lies to you. The truth can be hard to swallow, but this doesn't mean that the recruiter should lie to you. Sometimes they will tell you that you aren't suited for the job, so don't hate the recruiter for this. However, a good recruiter should be able to speak the truth in a way that isn't offensive and that it clearly conveys the message. Number 9, keep canceling their interviews at the last minute. Understand that it's not always the recruiter's fault, but it's the way that they communicate this information to you that will really determine if they do prioritize you or not. Number 10, how much do they know about the job? A good recruiter should have a really good understanding of the job position, what is required, and salary expectations. They are the middleman, so they may not know all the details, but they should be able to provide any information that is needed or requested. Good recruiters will simply dive deeper. They should understand why the position is open, how many people are on the team, how long their client has been in business, and what personality and traits are required, among many other things. If a recruiter is just reading off a job description and hasn't done their homework, well, that could be a red flag. Number 11, knowledge about you and your skills. Another complaint from candidates is that recruiters do not understand their industry. Recruiters are not web developers or nurses or executive assistants. They are recruiters. And most importantly, their job isn't to pretend to be something that they're not. However, a good recruiter should really do their research on what they are hiring for. They should be able to talk to you with some level of understanding, what it takes to get the job done. In conclusion, I hope you got a good understanding of good recruiters versus bad recruiters. A good recruiter will stay in touch with you, let you know of any other job prospects, and they will ultimately want to build a relationship with you. They should treat you with respect, give you attention, and ultimately make you feel valued. While as a bad recruiter will simply not listen to you, will make you feel devalued, and simply just not have the time for you. Ultimately, they could see you as just another number. Now, just because you had a bad experience with a recruiter, please don't let that influence you, because there are many wonderful recruiters out there who actually care and can really change your life. If you want to know who we are, you can go to our website, hop onto our YouTube channel, or you can click the description box below for more information. Mitsuoka Company, because that's who we are.